and today I am going to talk about real estate, give you a quick update on what's going on, and at the same time, I do want to bring up a topic that um, to share with everyone regarding home ownership, like I like to do once a week, and that is regarding fraud regarding real estate. So, real estate fraud, how does this happen? And I'll talk about it in two parts. So, first, I'll give you the market update, then, we'll talk about title fraud, which is something that can happen to people that are not in a real estate transaction. And then we'll talk about real estate transaction fraud that could happen while you're in the process of purchasing or selling a home. All right. So, what are the numbers saying and the experts saying regarding the real estate market? Actively in most parts of Southern California and even Northern California, the number of homes on the market is still very limited, which is resulting in multiple offers for sellers. People who are selling are usually either like a probate sale, people that need to move. But I'm seeing that most people are getting, and like really, let's say the $1 million plus price point, at least five offers. And let's say for people with the starter homes in areas like LA, San Bernardino, Riverside, are seeing about 10 to 20 offers depending on the condition of the home. So the real estate market is a stratified market, meaning that the competition is different depending on the levels of the price point, of course, which takes me to the interest rates that have continued to, they are what they are, and people have come to realize that they're not dropping. So everybody that needs to buy a house is getting a house. Inventory is not, increasing, because even though there are less buyers than last year this time, at the same time there are less homes. So um, that's where we're at, and I think this is throughout most of California. There are pockets of places where I don't see prices going up as fast as, like, LA, like I said, and those places in Riverside, San Bernardino, places that are very far out. Let's say like in Hesperia, prices are sustaining, but they're not like literally dropping. So we have a strong market here in California due to the fact we can't really build many homes now. So that's the market update. Now I'm going to talk about fraud in real estate. So I don't know if you guys heard, but there are some people out there that are literally stealing people's homes by changing the title. So what happens in that case is that there's these people that look for homeowners that are out, let's say maybe elderly people or people that have gone on long vacations, or they have a second home that's not really checked on, and they pretend to sell the home and do forgery to steal the title. Most of these people that have done this, have been caught, and it does happen. So if you have a second home, it's a good idea to always check on your property. I've heard stories of people that go on vacation and they come back, and there's other people that are living in the house, and they say, "Oh no, I bought this house," and they're like, "No, I'm the owner." So these things have actually happened, and they're on the rise. So always make sure you check your title records at least once a year. You could always check your title. This mostly happens for homes that are unattended, where people aren't actually living there. There's people that they check to make sure these homes are not there. I have a story too. I had a client that we were in a really long escrow. It ended up being that the house was alone for 6 months. And the day that we were getting the keys for the buyer, there was actually some man there that was saying that he had a work order to change the locks on the key. And I said, "No, excuse me, my client just bought the house." And I said, "Where does you have permission to do this, or what?" And he was showing me some fraudulent information that he just made. So, luckily that house didn't get taken advantage of. But when homes are alone for a really, really long time, like, people will notice, and these things happen. Okay. Um, so always try to check your title at least once a year. If you get something in the mail that says, "Hey, your title has changed," check it and automatically talk to someone, you can talk to me. We can check the title through my title rep. um, so those are things for people not in escrow. When you're in escrow and you're purchasing or selling a house, people pretend to be escrow companies and call you asking for wire information or try to change information. So you need to be careful that you're following the instructions step by step and you verify the instructions. Um, so that's something when you are in escrow. Another way that a fraud can happen in real estate is predatory lending. People, and this happened a lot in like 2008, 2009, where people, when all the market was crashing, and then they were like, oh, we'll help you modify your home. And instead, they were like taking advantage of people and kicking them out. So always, make sure you reading what you sign when you do a refinance or a forced refinancing or things like that. So another thing to know is there when you guys put up your house for sale, it's public information most of the time. Like if you want to publish and market your home, so there's people that are like looking to see what you have in your home, and they will try to steal stuff. So if you have an open house, make sure you put away your stuff. Okay, and your real estate agent when they list your home should tell you about all these things. So these are just some of the ways that real estate fraud does happen, and I just wanted to share this to make people aware at homeowners of what happens in real estate and what trends are going on. If you guys have any questions for me regarding your real estate assets, or if you're thinking of selling or buying a home, please feel free to reach out. I'm here for you, and I also have an article discussing everything I shared with you today. So make sure you send me a DM, give me a like, and I hope you're all having a wonderful time. And sending you a big hi. Take care. Bye bye.